I want to welcome family from overseas and thank them for making the long journey to Cape Town. The Gluckman family and the Sang family from Australia, the David family from Israel, Uncle Ian from Los Angeles, the Wiener family from San Francisco, and thank you also to the Joburg contingent. I would now like to call on my father to speak about Max.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly,
That's better.
now I can't move my lips. Firstly, let me say thank you everybody for coming tonight. I think the fact that all of you are here makes this thing so much more special. All the people that are special to us, as Carla said before. What I want to start with, I was thinking, how do I even attempt to try and explain what Max is about to those of you who don't know? So I thought the best possible way was actually to do it in the analogy of maybe vocation or jobs that Max might do in the future. So I've chosen 5 jobs that I think Max could do in the future. And I'm going to go through a slideshow as well, just to show you of some of the photos that we've taken of this young bundle of energy through the years. And the first one I think says it all. Comedian. This one's for your 21st. Actor. All in one.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Carla did the makeup. There's one thing about Max is that he is never without something on. He's always coming in with some new dress up, some new something. He loves it. He enjoys it. And he's a comedian at best. I think the one thing that you can well say about Max, he's got a sense of humor second to none. I think it comes from me. Carla thinks it comes from her. And then there's the truth. But everybody who knows Max, the first thing that they say to him without any shadow of a doubt is that he has a fantastic sense of humor and he keeps them in hysterics. But despite that, despite the hysterics, belies a very deep, sensitive, and a person that has got a lot of compassion for animals, for his fellow human beings, and for anybody else around him that has maybe a little bit less than he does. So much so that whenever we're out, I'm trying to run the cargo over, joking. He always wants to, he's always wanting to give the cargo. We've got to pay. No, Dad, not 5 rand, we're going to give him 10 rand. And if there's a guy who's being on the street, we've got to go and get him some food. That's the kind of compassion that this guy has. Hostage negotiator, lawyer, and ice salesman to Eskimos. And I'll tell you a little story about Max. When Max gets his teeth into something and he decides that that's the way he wants to go, there's no going away from it. He's absolutely single-minded in the way he deals with things. And we went one day to Willoughby's and we're sitting at the sushi bar. I think Bruce was there, as he always is. Went off to the sushi bar and he sat there for an hour. An hour, he did not stop talking. I never said a word. By the time we had finished for the hour, he had convinced me why I should get him a BlackBerry. After Carla telling me he's not getting a BlackBerry, I was mesmerized. It felt like, what's that snake car in Mowgli, in the Jungle Book. By the time I got home, I had these little circles in my eye. Got back. I came back to Carla, we're getting Max a BlackBerry. One slap, okay, we're not getting Max a BlackBerry. But the lesson is, if he ever wants to come and sell you something, don't look him in the eye. The other thing that he could be, school teacher disciplinarian. Now this is actually quite amazing because Max is a phenomenal disciplinarian. In fact, all through the years, Max used to discipline himself. Most often we'd find him in the toilet. What are you doing there? I'm in timeout. I did something wrong. And the funniest one was, you see Max walking past. Where are you going? Timeout. Before the knock on the door came, he'd just thrown a water bomb at a car going down the road. Yes, he did. It was you. Oh, was it a rock? This one says it all. I'm standing in Woolworths and I'm paying for something at the children's counter, and I turn around and Max is gone. I can't find him anywhere. Max has taken the wig off the other child and he's standing. Needless to say, the next day they'd walk past as he moved. Cracked herself. Without a doubt, Max has got a phenomenal sense of humor, and he's a most amazing, amazing child. A bundle of energy that just makes us proud every single day and every single thing that he does. I want to give you a little bit of word of advice. And I think the word of advice, obviously my job being my job as a dentist, has to be related to teeth. So Carla gave me a very good idea. She woke me early because she had dreamt about it. And the analogy goes like this. Your first 13 years, you like milk teeth. You know milk teeth, the baby teeth. And in those milk teeth days, basically you can experiment, you can eat sweets, you can not brush your teeth, you can do all the kind of wild things that you want to do all through. But at 13, now you get to the big teeth stage. You now got the adult teeth. And at that stage, you have to be a little bit more cautious. You've got to think about things a little bit more carefully. You've got to make smarter decisions. You have to work a little harder. You've got to clean your teeth, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, etc., things like that. Because that's all you got. You don't have another chance. Okay. That was Max's thing, and for those of you who wasn't Max, that's your free dental consultation. I would like everyone to stand and raise a glass to Max. L'chaim. Just two more things that I'd like to say before we sit down. I'm going to be here all night. You can sit down. Are we in the suites? Okay, come in just now, man. I'm not the red eye. I would just like, there's two people I want to thank tonight. And before we carry on, the first one is Ruben and Ruben's family. I think that's Ruben's family. You know, whenever you live in divorced families and things like that, I think one of the things that you fear most is step-parents. What's going to happen with him, who's going to be. And I have to say, I don't think I could have chosen better had I chosen Ruben myself. Both you and your family treat my children with the utmost care, as if they're your own, and that means a lot to me, and I say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And of course, nothing would be complete without a word about Carla. Bless her. All I can say is, what you see around you is just another phenomenal thing that Carla has put together. There's nothing that she touches that does not turn to gold. Through all the hardships she goes through, she still has the ability to put something that's absolutely spectacular. Carla, well done. It is absolutely brilliant, and we are so proud of you. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. One more thing. I think if we could bottle Carla's strength, Carla's ability to fight, Carla's tenacity, I don't think we'd be millionaires, I think we'd be billionaires. The one thing that's quite fantastic is that what Carla has done is she's passed that on to both our children. And for that I say thank you very much. I'd like you now one more time to raise your glass and drink l'chaim to Carla. With that I say thank you very much.